Let's talk
Absolutely.
about your NFC East.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get to it. Let's start it off with it.
yeah.
Even though we ain't seen no preseason, no training camp, really, I saw a little bit of training camp, you know, and I'm impressed with some things I'm seeing. Um, but we can go ahead. We can go ahead and try to make a prediction on that. You
Okay.
know,
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I think you know who you got, who you signed. You know who you drafted. I think this
yeah.
is determined enough to determine what kind of team you got just by the players you got. You know who your coach
I
is.
mean, it's a lot of new pieces. It's 73% new players on defense.
Yeah,
73% new players for what we had last year.
yeah.
New coach. You know what I'm saying? New defensive coordinator who's never been defensive coordinator before. You know what I'm saying? It's one of these young cats. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to see if he can bring some of that championship knowledge he had from Philly, bring it over here. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? With the
right, right.
talent he had on paper, boy, that defense looking crazy now. Oh my God. We
Hmm.
get into that when I talk about it though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
let's get one thing straight out right out the gate. You guys are going to be playing the NFC West and the
Mhm.
AFC South this season. So
Okay.
the South, you got some
Oh, it's a tough
cupcakes there,
schedule. No,
but
no. When I looked at the schedule, it's a tough schedule.
it's a
Schedule
tough
is very.
schedule. But you got some cupcakes for the AFC South.
Yeah, yeah.
The
It is.
NFC
It is.
West is tough.
Yeah, we're gonna play those though.
You're gonna play those though, yes.
At
So
those, and
but
then
the
we got an
South,
improved, and we got an improved NFC East. You
you
know what I'm
got to
saying?
improve NFC East. Yes,
There's no more
yes.
slouches in the, not even the Giants. There's
Nope,
no more slouches in the NFC
nope,
East at all. That
nope.
is
I
going to be
agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
mhm,
So yeah.
that's going to be battle.
So I mean, you're welcome to go first, or you want me to go
All
first?
right, no, no, I go ahead and knock it out. I go ahead and knock it out. Like I said, this is going to be a battle. This is going to be four teams, highly improved. You had a down year for Washington after they had that amazing first year with the young quarterback. You know, looking good. You know, make it to the end. Did it make it to the NFC Championship game? Yes, they did. NFC
Yes.
Championship game in its
Yep. They
first
played against
year.
the Eagles.
You know, and then it just fell off the cliff last year. Absolutely fell off the cliff. Uh, there's no more Debo. They did. I thought they signed another receiver. I can't remember who else they signed, but it don't seem like that they did. That Washington has done enough. It just don't feel like they've done enough to increase their team. It seemed like Philly went down a little bit, and Washington they kind of were the same as they were last year. They haven't really added a whole lot of pieces, like significant pieces. So unfortunately, for all y'all Washington fans, I got y'all coming fourth place, man. You're
Ooh,
coming in fourth place. You're gonna be at the
fourth
bottom of
place.
the joint. They're gonna be in fourth place.
Wow.
It's gonna be too competitive this year. It's gonna be way too competitive. You got an all new Giants team. You know what I'm saying? I think Washington is still going to win 7 games.
Oh wow.
Because, and the reason I say that is because I still, and this is what I told you last year. Same thing I said last year. The exact same issue I had last year. Jalen Daniels' health. Is he going to stay healthy?
Right.
He has to run to be who he is and be effective. He has to. But is he going to learn to get down?
Hmm.
Is he going to go down early? Is that going to affect how he plays? You know what I'm saying? Because he had one good season. We stayed healthy. They went great. They won 12 games. And then last year, you see where everybody was concerned about coming out of
Hmm.
college. Because he had those
Hmm.
injury concerns in college too. He was getting hurt in college as well. That didn't just start.
Right.
So you had those injury concerns. I happen to think that he still has to run. He's not going to have another player like Debo Samuels. Zach Ertz retired. Even though they did bring over a guy, and that's the guy that they brought over. They brought over the tight end
Oh,
from
okay.
Tennessee,
You're right. Right.
Okagu.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
brought
He's
him over
good.
from Tennessee. He's good.
Yeah.
He's been good. He never really had a chance to flourish in a
Because he hadn't
hot.
had a decent quarterback.
Right. Right. I mean, he had a rookie. He had a number one pick overall last year, though. But I mean, he was a rookie. All
He
right,
was a
he was a
rookie.
rookie. But
And a
so was
rookie
Jaden
the year
Daniels.
before that.
Yeah. So was Jaden Daniels.
A good
Um,
rookie.
yeah. Uh, so. Uh, I just don't feel like they added enough pieces to keep
Hmm.
up, just to keep up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have Kingsbury there no more neither. You know,
Hmm.
that's a big factor. Kingsbury brings offense with him. He just does. I mean, he knows how to create offense. Maybe not protect his quarterbacks greatly, but he know how to get points on the board. He does. That's just what he does. He's been doing it since college, and he's doing it in the NFL now. And they're missing that piece. They're missing all those pieces. So I got them going. I got Washington going 7-10 or 8-9. You know, they just didn't do
And they're
enough. They
fourth,
didn't up there. And fourth. They're fourth
eight
place,
and nine
eight
as
and
the
nine.
fourth.
It's going to be a highly
Jesus.
competitive joint. But see, they were third last year, so they get the third place schedule in the division, right? So they get the third place schedule from last year. So that's the only thing helping them. That's what I'm saying. That's what's helping them get to the 8 games because they're going to be
But
playing the third place schedule.
I get that, but then they're gonna end fourth in the division, so the other team's gonna be spectacular.
Yeah, it's going to be a highly competitive division this year. It really is.
They
It's
ain't
going to be
just
a highly
competitive.
competitive division.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, y'all division went through it. I mean, what was on a lower level, but that's where y'all were at. Y'all was all about 8 and 9.
When was that?
It's like 3 or 4 things, like 8 and 9 last year.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, I'll let you finish because
You had the Panthers won the division, didn't they?
yeah, but
Didn't
it
the
was
Panthers?
three of us that were 8 and 9. The
That's what I
Falcons
just
was
said.
the
That's
Falcons
what I
was
just
like
said. It's like
6 and 12 or 6 and whatever.
right, but that's what I'm saying. Y'all had
Okay,
3 people that were 8 and 9 and still had to win the division. So you know what I'm
okay,
saying? Yeah.
okay.
So I'm giving them a little bit of grace of that third place schedule. But
Hmm.
next, I'm giving the Giants fan just a little bit of extra props in there because usually I would say they're the bottom of the barrel, but they've done a lot of changing. They've increased that defense. They're coming back with the young quarterback a year better. He showed that he's kind of, he got some superstar swag with him. I mean, what can you say? He got some superstar swag with him. Now they got some injury concerns, and that's going to be the thing if they go third or fourth. But they're not going to be second or first. They're even going to be third or fourth. I mean, them in Washington. They're going to be fighting right there for that. They're going to be right there. But you got the injury concerns. Scatterboo coming back with his knee being twisted around like a Rubik's cube.
Hmm.
Neighbors is hurt. He was hurt last year. Didn't finish the season. I mean, how long is he going to stay hurt? He's starting to become injury prone a little bit. He's having injuries every year. He seemed like he's having nagging injuries all through the season, or then they eventually take him out. And then, I can't remember who they added in the draft, but Harbaugh is a defensive coach, and they had some horses on defense. They
What?
really did. They had some up front, like the line and the linebackers. They
Hmm.
had some horses up front. I don't know about the DBs that much. They're great, but up front they had some horses. And I think Harbaugh's a smart coach, man. He's going to. He was holding the Ravens down. He was holding them together, no matter what they had, who they had there. They just swap them out, get somebody else in. They're doing a whole different thing. He
Hmm.
even switches the offense around. I kind of know he doesn't like to run that type of offense that Lamar runs. He don't like to run a quarterback like that. But he made it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He made it happen. And so I think that the Giants can actually improve and win 9 games this year. I think they won 4. Did they win 4 last year? They won
Um.
4.
What the I mean, because the Commanders won 5 last year.
Yeah, they won 5.
I want to say the Giants won like
They had them
6
4.
or something. I thought they won.
I thought the Giants was 4th place last year.
All right,
Washington
I'll
won
have to
3rd
look it up.
place.
I'll have to
'Cause,
look it up. I don't
I thought
remember.
I remember them because they had all the injuries. You know what I'm saying? They had all the
Hmm.
injuries, and then I
Hmm.
think the quarterback ended up getting hurt too at some point.
Yes, that was the big problem.
Yeah, he had to sit out too.
So
But yeah, Jackson Dart.
The
If
Giants
he,
won 4 games last
they
season. They
won
were
4
four and
games.
13,
Yeah, Washington was like 5.
5 and 12.
Okay, all right. So I'm looking. I'm saying both of them may improve from last year because if they don't have the same injuries that they had this year. But those are all the injury prone people. Those are the
So
people they
you're
were in.
saying they're gonna go 9-8?
I think they could get one game, or they're gonna be tied with Washington and win on a tiebreaker and go 8-9, 2 8-9 teams.
8-9. Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's
2 8-9
impressive.
teams. Yeah, yeah.
That would be like the NFC North
NFC West.
division last season.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You know. Uh, so then next we got Philly coming in second place. Okay, they did the unthinkable. They won 2 division titles in a row. Something
Mm-hmm.
that had been done in like 25 years in the NFC East. They did that last year, but now they just lost some pieces, man. You lost AJ Brown, one of the better receivers in the league. Um, they were already questioning Jalen Hurts as far as how can he operate the offense, you know what I'm saying? Because last year, it felt like it was a little bit of a regression for Jalen Hurts. It just felt like it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look as good as he did the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of injury, there's another guy he likes to run around, and sometime during the year he always seemed to end up with a brace on his knee.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, some way. Uh, I didn't see what they really did to improve on the receiver side, you know, to come back and fill the gaps of AJ Brown. So now you got to say is little Devontae Smith, is he going to be the guy? Is he going to be able to be the main guy?
Mm-hmm.
And we saw he missed some time last year from getting hit. You know what I'm saying? He missed a couple games from getting hit. Um, so I got them. I got them because you still got Jalen Hurts, who I still think is a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what people say about him, I think he's a good quarterback. He's shown that. He can do it with his legs. He can throw when he wants to, even though he ain't gonna have, a person like AJ Brown out there. I really don't know who his second receiver is going to be for that. Um, I think that he'll find a way. I think he'll find a way because that's what he seemed like his attitude is. He knows how to win, so he's going to
Mm-hmm.
try to do that. I think he's going to find a way to win 10 games. I really do. I feel like he's going to find a way to win 10 games, and they still got Saquon Barkley. They still got
Mm-hmm.
Saquon Barkley. They're going to lean on him a lot more this year than they did last year for sure. Lean on him a whole lot more. And then that leaves stars up. It leaves these boys, the new improved boys, to win the division. I will believe if I had I don't have my handy dandy with me right now to see what the odds are for them to win the division. But I'm
When
pretty sure that they got to be the odds favorite to win the division.
the
Okay,
Cowboys?
the Dallas Cowboys are the odds favorite because you bring back Pickens to that offense that was already fired last year. The offense was top 2 offense in the league. Okay. The problem we had, they was only behind the Rams. They was only behind the Rams last year. The problem is you had a defense that was historically bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it really it started off historically bad. We made some changes, got rid of Michael, brought in Kenny Clark, got some picks, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Quentin Williams, brought him in, overshowing return. We signed what you call it, Bland. Bland was out the year before last with an ACL. So last year
Mm-hmm.
was his first year back, coming back off there. So now he should be fully healthy now. And then last but not least, we signed Caleb Downs. I told y'all on this podcast before the draft happened, that's all I want. I don't want nobody else but Caleb Downs. If they got to move up to get him, go get him. And that's what they did, even though it was only one spot. I mean, it really had it was one spot, but they moved up to get him. Caleb Downs is going to be something serious. I'm telling you. Just mark my words on that. I seen him in training camp. Even a little bit, I seen him in training camp. The boy is an athlete. He has vision. He knows how to place. He's not an Ed Reed. He's not a ball hawk. You ain't gonna see him out of place, going into the flats and picking off an interception, right?
But then he
But
ain't gonna
he's
amount to
he's
anything.
he's highly athletic. He can hit because he can play both safety positions, and he knows where the ball is going. He has an idea where the ball is going, and they show him he was going 1-on-1 with CeeDee Lamb in practice. Full go. No half speed neither. They was going full, and he checked them. He was checking CeeDee Lamb, knocking the ball, making it hard for CeeDee Lamb. So that dude, I think he's gonna be special. Mark my words. I said it here. You heard it first. Actually, you heard it last year. I mean, before the draft. I told y'all before the draft came that's what we was gonna get. We were probably gonna target. But I think he's gonna be special. He's gonna be the linchpin in that defense, and also, and this ain't breaking news, but it just happened today. We extended Quentin Williams. 4-year extension, so he's locked in. If we could get George Pickens locked in on some kind of long-term deal, Cowboys will be something to deal with for the next few years. Next few years, we're gonna be something to deal with. Only thing we got to see is if Dak can get his stuff together. He played good last year, but he had some issues. He had little rough spots here and there. But I think he's now used to having all this firepower around him. You got 3 good running backs in the backfield. The defense is new improved. You got a new defensive coordinator. Yeah, it's 3 back there now. It's 3 back. I'm still counting Jalen. I'm still counting Jaden Blue. I'm telling you. I'm still holding out for that dude. He came in the end of last year, and he showed out. He showed out a little bit.
All right. Let's exclude Jalen Blue. That's just some love affair you got with who are the other 2?
Well, it's going to be between Marfa and Davis. Now, Davis had a 45-yard touchdown run last year. He actually, I mean, he's not bad. That guy's pretty good. Yeah, Davis. He had a 45-yard touchdown run. How many of your running backs had 45-yard touchdown runs? I mean, the whole
get lucky.
squad.
A clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah, but they ain't running 45-yard touchdowns though.
I had had a 50-yard touchdown run. We called him up from the practice squad. He did that against the Titans.
Okay, I like to see that highlight.
All right, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me that one.
Because Titans fans was making fun of him. Titans fans were making fun of him. Like, who are you? You ain't nobody. They were clowning him in warm up. And when he scored the touchdown, he did it on that side of the field, and he waved to them and cussed them out as he was celebrating his touchdown. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I remember that ESPN highlight. But anyway, there you have it. Cowboys are winning the division. Mark my words. We only going to win. Look, now it's not going to be like we're going, like I said, 12 games before. It ain't going to be like that because we got a tough schedule.
So how many games are you going to win? You didn't tell me what the Eagles are going to win.
We're going to have to earn it this year.
How many games are you going to win?
I'm going to say 11, but it's going to be more like 10 or 11. We're going to win 10 or 11 games. We're going to get over Philly by a tiebreaker, or we're going to beat them by 1 game.
All right. Now, how many games is Philly winning?
10. They're going 10-7.
All right. You done? I mean, come on, man. Stop it.
Terminada. We're done.
Stop it. That is not happening.
Oh boy, I just wish I had the little recording for the last 3 years when I was saying 12 games for the Cowboys, and I got this same reaction every time. I get the same reaction.
Did you get this reaction out of me last season when they went 7-10?
Well, I told you they weren't going to do good last year. I said they'd be lucky to win 10 games last year. And but that's before we had George Pickens.
No, that is not true. Because you told me there's never been a repeat division winner in the past 10, 15 years, and the Eagles repeated as division champions. It happened. Right. That's the only reason I picked the Cowboys to win that division last season, because I followed your trend, and it was wrong.
Right. Well, to win the division, yeah. But I didn't know we was going to have all those trades and all that stuff going on either, and those injuries.
I'll get to the Cowboys in just a minute. It won't take me long to get to the Cowboys, but I got to start from the bottom, way at the bottom, before I get to the Cowboys at the bottom.
No worry, I'll make a short out of it so you can see it again.
All right, let's be clear. The Giants are going to finish last in this division. Okay, they got two good receivers. Scatterboo is coming back from a major injury. He's not going to be that much effective. They don't have much, right? This team is rebuilding.
They got Tracy, and they still got what's that dude? Not Stingers. The other running back they got from Buffalo.
Dude, it don't matter.
That's
If your fullback had to be the spark plug you needed, Scatterboo,
no.
they had to rely on the fullback.
Hold on,
Hang on, hang
hold
on.
on. Hold on.
This
He
is
was
my
not the
pick.
standard
This
fullback.
is
He
my
was not.
pick. This is my pick.
He was not. No, we talking about individually. I'm just talking about Scatterboo. I ain't talking about your pick. You talk about Scatterboo. You talking about like he's just a fullback. He was not just a fullback.
I'm saying they used the fullback as their lead back.
He was
I'm
which
making the
one?
point about the other two guys that you talked about being good when the fullback had to become the lead back ahead of them. So that tells me those guys weren't good.
No, that's not telling you that. Scatterboo's a beast. That's what it's telling
He
you.
was not a beast.
Scatterboo was an absolute beast.
Scatterboo was a fumbling fool out there.
No, man. No, you talk about one game,
Let
man.
me
He's not a
finish my
fumbling guy.
picks. In the one game, he
You're
fumbled
not
the
gonna
ball a
say no
lot.
false crap like that,
Now,
though. Talk
ain't
about
no
he fumbled
false
a lot.
thing. He fumbled the ball just
That
as
is
well as Jackson Dart. They played like
no.
rookies. They
Jackson
had
Dart
some.
did fumble
They
like
had
if he
some
was running.
sparks. They had some. They had some good moments, and they had some really bad moments. And that's just the growing pains of being a rookie. Now there's some excitement with them. It's going to come with time, but it's going to take another year. Giants are going 5-12. Yeah, I said it. Giants are going 5-12. Malik Neighbors is going to have a good season. Darius Slayton's probably going to have a decent season as a second receiver. But other than that, they win 5 games. They might be fun to watch, but they're going to win 5 games. Giants won't be that good. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Giant fans. You can listen to Dell talk about some 8-9. You ain't winning no damn 8 games. You're going to win
Fourth place
5.
schedule. Don't forget that neither.
What's that?
Fourth place schedule.
I
Don't
don't
forget
care.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're still
The,
playing.
the,
You're still
the
playing.
team that you always say gonna beat the Cowboys to open the night. Who played off of the night this year, by the
But
way?
you're still playing the Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. You still
Yeah,
got to play them. You still got to
yeah.
play the
On time.
Cowboys, Eagles, and an improved Commanders team. Still got to play them.
Improve from where?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
Improved Commanders team. So you got to face that. That's going to be too much for the Giants to overcome. I think you all got a tough schedule. It's just the way the
Yeah,
ball,
that's
you
the
know,
matchup. Yeah.
it's the matchup. You got to play the NFC West. That worries me. Maybe the Cardinals might be a cupcake on your schedule. I don't know. This
No.
Beck kid might start for him.
Cardinals beat us every year, so they're never cupcake for us.
Yeah, he the only cupcake coming out. The Cardinals are the only cupcake coming out of the NFC West. The other 3 teams are good. So
Yeah.
sorry, Giants fans. You're going 5-12. Okay. Now, next on my list, I got the Commanders. They're going either going 7-10 or 8-9. I think the Commanders have improved. I I think one player that you missed with the Commanders was Rashid White, is the running back from the Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
Yes, he was a good running back with them, but
Man, stop
Irving
it.
Irving was better.
Stop
So
it.
and
He's okay.
hang on, and he's a dynamic running back because he can catch the ball out of the backfield as well as run the
I'll give
ball.
you that. Yeah, he can
So
catch.
he adds a player to complement Jalen Daniels. So I think the Commanders they're gonna get back to
So did they
protecting
release
Daniels.
all their other running backs?
What's that?
Did they release all their other running backs?
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. He didn't get no playing time if he didn't. You had the dude
Who?
McCluskey, and then you had the dude that came from San Diego. What was his name?
Oh yeah,
Low
the
Bowling
older
Ball.
running back.
Yeah, Low
I
Bowling
I,
Ball.
I know. I thought he had a major injury. He might still be on the team. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
mean, the big back is still on the team. Was his name Marriott or something
McCluskey,
like that?
McCluskey something. McCluskey like a
Yeah,
hyphenated name. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He had a good rookie campaign, rushed for 800
McCluskey
yards. But
Murray. I think it is.
yeah,
McCluskey or something like that.
yeah. So he's back. So you got to compliment. You got 2 running backs. You got a big one, and you got White, who's a dynamic running back. So you got both with Jalen Daniels. You got different offensive coordinator that might not run him as much running these option plays for him and stuff like that. So I think the Commanders are going to win about 7, 10, 7, 8, 9 games. An improvement. I think the head coach still going to get fired, but I think it is improvement. I mean, you can't go 2 seasons like this, man, not win. They're going to start looking at him as the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't do anything this year. As I said, they best free agent they brought in is like you said, Rashad White.
Yeah.
That's not nothing to shake at.
That's
He
not
ain't
going
coming
to.
in. He's not coming in to be the starter. So
No, but I mean, but I think because I don't think they're a strong passing team. I think Jaden Daniels and these running backs are going to make them a strong running team, which help them defensively. I mean, they got a great receiver, a good receiver, but they don't have any receivers complimenting him. I don't know if Luke McCaffrey is a good receiver. I think he's more of a special team receiver, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have anybody. All right. Second in this division are your Cowboys. Come on, dude. I mean, they're gonna win like 9 games. The Cowboys are a mess, man. They're gonna have to scrap this team. They're gonna make some wild trade in the middle of the season to get Max Crosby from the Raiders to help you defensively. I think Dak is at a point in his career where everyone knows who he is, man. He gonna throw for a lot of yards, but he gonna make a lot of mistakes. If y'all gotta lean on him like y'all did last season, you're gonna end 7-9 like you did last season. I'm giving you a little bit more respect and say you're gonna win 9 games because you got some cupcakes coming out of the AFC South. But other than that, it's gonna be tough sledding for you Cowboys, man. Gonna win 9 games. It's an improvement, but not that much of an improvement at 7-9.
I really wish I could just play your thing every year. I think you just got the same script every year.
No,
Every
last
year.
year,
Let's go win 7-9 games. Every year. It's 7-9 games. Even with 12, the next year you say 7-9. You
no.
never say more than 10 games.
Last season, I had you winning the division more than 10 games.
Okay.
Last season, I think I had you going 11-7, and you failed me.
That was just
I based it on what you told me about this division. You told me there's never a repeat division winner.
Well, I didn't know he was going to have a historically bad defense, though, neither.
Well, you've been having a historically bad defense for the past couple of years.
What are you talking about? We had a dude that just broke the record for the most pick sixes. What are you talking about?
That was 3-4 years ago.
2 years ago. That wasn't no 3-4 years ago. That was, 2
like
years
3 years ago.
No, that was the year before this year that just passed. That's when he broke the record.
I'm not buying it. Look,
yes,
Cowboys 9-8. 9-8. You're gonna make a trade for Max Crosby because I know Jerry's got a love affair with him. He's gonna get him. He's gonna trade all you. He's gonna trade you a bunch of first round draft picks to get him.
We're not gonna get him. We can't. We can't afford him.
Jerry will make a way. He'll make a way. He might even trade George Pickens for him.
Nah,
he's gonna make a way.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that.
Why not?
Nah.
If he can't sign George Pickens, he's gonna trade him.
Well, he's already on the franchise deal. They're not negotiating. So that's what he is right now. He on the franchise deal. He going to sign him next year. It ain't gonna be this year.
Look, it's a mess. I think Pickens is a hothead and he causes disruption, and I think he's gonna cause some disruption with your team. I'm telling you, he's gonna be unhappy. And he's going to do something stupid.
If you give me 1,410,
okay.
I have to deal with it a little bit.
Yep, deal with it, and deal with 9-8.
Okay.
All right, 10-7, Philadelphia Eagles. Like I think, what's that?
Same thing I said.
Yeah, same thing you said. I see them going 10-7, and I don't have them. That's not by a lot. I don't have them winning the division by a lot. I think it's going down to the wire with your Cowboys. But I think they're going to pull it out because I think you miscalculated on one thing. I thought the Eagles reloaded. I thought they restocked. Not with great.
They always do in some ways. Yeah,
they always do. I thought they restocked. Yes, they lost A.J. Brown.
Yeah, not a receiver.
Yes, but they brought in Hollywood Brown, who's a speed demon, and they also drafted Malik Lemon out of UCLA. Oh, no, USC.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the 20th pick in the first round.
Yeah.
Good receiver. You know what I
We'll
mean?
see.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. They also drafted a tight end in the second round, and Dallas Goedert is coming back. So they reloaded, even though they lost A.J. Brown. They may have gotten better offensively.
Did they lose? I thought they lost a good offensive lineman too. For some reason, I got to fill in my head like, did they lost a good lineman that they had?
No, they got a lineman that said this will be his last year. What's his name? What's the lineman's name? The one that's been there all these many years. Um, Lane Johnson announced that
Lane Johnson.
this will be his last season. Lane Johnson.
Mm, mm.
So I got the Eagles winning 10 games, winning the division, 3 in a row. Throw out whatever Dale said about no division winner has repeat. Well, we're gonna have a three-peat. Eagles are gonna win the division. I think the Cowboys are gonna really start reeling after this and start second guessing about Dak as their starting quarterback. Even though Dak's gonna throw for nearly, he's probably gonna throw for 5,000 yards. I promise you, he's gonna throw for a lot of yards.
He almost threw 5,000 this year.
Yeah.
But all that ain't no second guessing Dak at quarterback. We just signed. We in bed with him now for at least another 2 years. So ain't none of that. He's going to be the quarterback.
Yeah.
We threw the money at him.
Yeah, you did, but you're gonna keep moving pieces around him. So that's how I see it. I mean, you can take it or leave
Can't
it.
do with these pieces he got right now. He ain't going to do it because you ain't gonna have two receivers like they got on their team right now.
Right.
Nobody's gonna have that. I mean, the closest thing is in with the Rams right now. That's the closest thing you got to something like that.
But based on what I saw from your offense, you guys didn't lean on your run. And I don't know if it's because your running backs weren't capable, but you lean heavily on Dak. And so less play
Devontae
action.
Williams had a great year last year.
He had a great year?
Yes.
What's great?
Had a great year last year. I mean, considering where he came from, because he came from Denver as a free agent.
Yeah,
We're
I know he
really
had a good
expecting a
year.
whole lot out of him. But I want to say he had like did he have 1,107, 8 touchdowns?
Mm.
He didn't have that?
I think it was pretty good. It was close to 1,000.
He got hurt toward the end of the year, though. I know that. He got banged up a little bit.
My point is, just based on how your offense is, it didn't lean on him that much, and it was heavily Dak oriented, and I think that's part of your problem. If Dak has to throw for 5,000 yards, then you got a problem. That means your defense is either bad or you don't have much of a running game.
And that's what it was last year. Our defense was terrible.
Yeah,
he had no choice. He had to throw. I mean, you get behind early, you got to throw.
And when he has to do that much, mistakes will be made.
Well, he didn't throw a lot of interceptions, so I don't know where the mistakes you talk about. But we're gonna see. He only threw like 7, I think, right? Threw 7, 8 interceptions.
I don't know. That's your quarterback. You tell me.
I'm just trying to think of all these mistakes you talk about.
Look, I saw incomplete passes. I saw opportunities that were missed. This is my perspective, what I saw from your quarterback, Dak. But I mean, we can look it up. I mean, you guys went 7-9, 7-10 last season.
Yeah,
y'all have a tie. Y'all ain't have a tie.
Yes, we did. I think we did with Green Bay.
Oh, that's right. You did have a tie. Wow, that's crazy.
Tie with Green Bay.
Yeah. He had a tie with Green Bay. Let's see what Dak stats. Well, he threw for 4,500 yards. He played in all 17 games. He threw 10 interceptions, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
Okay.
Yeah. So, look.
Ain't bad.
Ain't bad. But, hey, it is what it is. You're going 9-8, which is decent. Might even make the playoffs.
We clip it up now. We ain't making the playoffs at 9-8. I got to guarantee that. And we ain't making the playoffs at 9-8.
You're not making the playoffs at 9-8?
No, not without winning the division. You're not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think it's gonna be tough, man. Like I said, y'all playing the NFC West, which is I respect that division, and I think it's gonna be tough for you guys to win, double-digit games.
Yeah, but it's all right though, because we're gonna win the division, so we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about what the wild card record got to be. We're gonna win the division, get in that way, get that first home game.
I don't see it. I don't see it, but
Mark the words. You never see it. You never ever see it. Ever, ever, ever. I
I saw it
12
last season.
I ain't never said 12 games. You said, yeah, I think around there. Close. I think you're around.
I said that last season. I was with you last season. You told me I always got the Cowboys winning 7 games.
You were just
y'all
going
winning.
by the last trend for the 25 years.
No.
You weren't disagreeing with me. You were just going with a trend. It was the trend for 25 years. So
I mean, I called it the past 2 seasons. Well, last season I called it because I went along with you. But the season before that, I called it. What was your record last?
I called Philly that year.
What was your record 2024?
In 2024? You mean this past year?
No,
that's 24-25.
No, that was 2025. What was it? 2023, 2024? Wasn't good.
12 games. Yeah, 12 games.
You didn't win no 12 games in 23, 24. I don't even think y'all made the playoffs. Y'all had made the playoffs in 2 straight seasons, right?
Right, it's 2 straight. Yeah, it's 2 straight seasons. Yeah. That's the year that got hurt.
Yeah, okay.
That got hurt.
I called that
that's
one.
That got hurt.
Yeah,
man, that got hurt first game of the league.
All the reason I had y'all going to the playoffs. Only reason I had y'all winning the division last season because I felt y'all had an easy schedule. Y'all playing with a 4th place schedule. I say, oh yeah, y'all should definitely get that now.
Man, no. But wait a minute. I thought when we lost to the Packers, that was 2 years ago. I thought when we got beat by the Packers.
Was it last season?
No. It was 2 years ago, but it wasn't 2 seasons ago. It wasn't this season, the last season. That was technically the 3rd season back. Yeah, that was technically the 3rd season back.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Because I swear y'all ended 4th. Y'all ended 3rd. Y'all was 7-10. Y'all ended 3rd.
Yeah, like I said, we lost Dak week 1. So that wasn't nothing to.
In 2023, y'all won the division at 12-5.
Right. And then we had the 3 straight 12-game seasons. You didn't believe me when I told you we was going to do it. Yeah, that's the ones I'm talking about. Those 3. Even mid-season, I told you it was about to happen. He said,
Even when he wrong, he right.
All the wrongs. You know, hey, you ain't gonna say I was wrong about that because I wasn't. I obviously was correct on the dot at that. So.
Oh man, let's wrap this thing up, man. Yeah. Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Holla, stars up.
Stop it.